Hey guys, welcome to Tiff and Dale Rescue Realtors.
We are here.
And we're not live. We're actually recording this ahead of time so we can try to get some more consistency into our program.
We have a lot of changes to announce for this one, with the beginning of it being kind of who we're targeting the podcast to. Oh, by the way, this is now a podcast, officially a podcast. And you will be able to find it on multiple formats, but we'll get into that later. But we are going to be now targeting realtors.
Yeah, and we've been doing this for well over a year, actually. Yeah. We've kind of changed what we're doing, where we're doing it, et cetera, et cetera. And it's Tiff and Dale Rescue Realtors. So the plan originally was to help the public understand what to look for in a real estate professional.
Correct.
And we kind of flip-flopped that and thought, well, okay, now that the market's shifting, things are a little bit different. We would be aiming this towards realtors so they can help the public make sure that they have a good agent helping them in whatever part of the real estate business they are looking at. So, yeah.
And this is really geared towards agents that have been doing this for 5 minutes or
30 years.
Or 30 years, because we're not just going to be saying this is a coaching thing or a mentorship thing or helping people that don't know how to do real estate. This is going to be something that is kind of like what we call a mastermind meeting that's coming to you. Dale and I host the weekly tour group in Fort Worth, and that's kind of what we're able to do in person with that group. And we get up and we have a topic that we discuss each week that is pertinent to the market and what's happening and what's changing. So we're really going to be staying on top of those changes and be able to discuss it with you, because not everybody can go to the tour groups or mastermind meetings. And this is a way for you to stay on top of the business and know what's going on.
And we'll try to always make it pertinent and relevant to what's going on almost that week, but certainly over the course of the months. Going into a shift like we're in right now, not a crash.
Oh my God, shift. Do not say crash, guys.
Yeah, do not. Everything's going to be changing just a little bit. I mean, we have new forms that just came out.
Yes.
We have all the technical side of real estate, as well as dealing with the mindset of the client, the buyer client, the seller client.
We have more consumer uncertainty than we have probably in my entire career, at least.
Oh, for sure.
I'll say that. And along with kind of what Dale said, to piggyback off of it for what we're offering, I mean, he mentioned that there are new forms out. So we will be discussing things like that. And we know that you have your brokerages and you do not have to feel like you can't go to them. Still go to them. But this is just another way for you to just get some information quickly on the fly. We're going to have it in a podcast format and a YouTube format, and we'll also keep it on our Facebook page. So there's multiple ways that you can actually
left out the other one.
Oh, and Instagram. We're going to be starting Instagram as well. So you'll have all of these different media choices to be able to get the information. Along with that, we will be talking about some of the technical side of things, like the new MLS Touch and Broker Bay, because there's a lot of people. I mean, we've had the Broker Bay thing popping up for the past 2 weeks or so on our MLS.
And I bet 99.9% of you haven't even watched the video about what it is and what it does.
We will try and summarize it a little bit, but we'll still definitely direct you to go and watch it yourself. But this is definitely going to be formatted towards realtors to stay on top of their game and keep their head in the game, because what's the statistic for realtors that don't make it after 5 years?
80+%.
Yeah. So, and that's after 5 years. And coming into a shift, a lot of people coming into this shift after being off of the last 2 years, which I know most of us are just exhausted because that was just a whirlwind of chaos. It's really hard to just go, okay, I have to buckle down, I have to prepare myself for this shift, and I have to really focus on what I need to do to build my business. And that's something that we do need to realize, is that you're not just selling houses. We're going to help you work on your business.
And you are a business owner. It's not your broker that's your business owner. You're a business owner. You control your own business. And the one thing I'll say about the shift, is, guys, what you don't know, because we haven't even like introduced ourselves yet, is the past 2 years have been the crazy anomaly.
Yes.
Not where we are today.
Exhausting anomaly.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
Something else that we kind of really want to touch base on is the fact that we do have something together that we can bring to the table that we think really does help you guys out, because whether or not you have a mentor or whether or not you pay for coaching or whatever, you could still go to your broker, but this is just another, I guess, source for you to get information. And if you don't know Dale has been doing this for 3 decades. I've been alive for 3.5 decades.
I start my 31st year in May.
I think because I think I was like 5 when you got in the business.
Yeah, God, that's scary.
So, but it brings a lot to it. So, Dale says that this shift is nothing like he's ever seen. And that says a lot because he's been in it for just a little bit.
Yeah, I've been in it a little while, and really have seen kind of 4 major shifts before. If you go back and look at history and economic stuff and all that, which is real nerdy and boring, this shift and every previous shift, market adjustment, whatever you want to call it, is very different than any of the others. I'll say one thing. The 2008-9 crash, this is not the same. Not even close. I could go into lots of whys, but there are lots of whys why it's not the same. It is not the same. So guys, since we're kind of talking DFW area here,
yes,
we're not going to have a ton of foreclosures. We're not going to have a ton of short sales. Get that out of your head because, well, one, no short sales. You know why? Because 70% of the people in this marketplace have enough equity to cover any deficiency that they're going to have over the next 5 years.
There are so many different alternatives that we can talk about. We might talk about taxes as it comes time for that in more than one way, helping your clients fight their property taxes, but also helping you file your taxes. And no, we are not giving tax advice. We may have somebody come on that can do that as well, because we will have guests on the show as well.
Absolutely. Guests will be here. And by the way, my accountant says never to take tax advice from me.
Yeah. But we'll talk about something like that, things that can help you run your business more efficiently so that you can focus on the number one thing in our business, which is
lead generation. Yes, if you don't have a lead and you don't have a client, you don't have a business.
Exactly.
Real estate is the weirdest little business out there for 2 reasons. One, we are cooperative competitors, realtor to realtor. Cooperative competitors. In every other business type out there, that doesn't exist. We are just about the only ones. So we need to be nice. We need to be nice to people. We need to be nice to other realtors. And we're also a business. We have to be cooperative with so many other industries.
Outside of just selling the house. I mean, we need people to make signs for us. We need
loan officers, inspectors, banks, down payment assistance people,
surveyors,
builders, appraisers. But not so much appraisers anymore. We're not really allowed.
We can't really talk to appraisers. We're not allowed.
But there's so many people that have their hands in a real estate transaction, and we want to bring some of those guys to y'all to help you, one, get to know them, but also to learn a little bit about this.
And also to know some of the really good guys out there. Not that the people that aren't going to be on the show aren't good. It's just these are some people that we've worked with for a while that
absolutely
we definitely want to talk about. So with that being said, this will be on YouTube, which it is our podcast, but it will be on YouTube so that you can watch it if you want to. Please go to YouTube and subscribe to us and like our videos because we need those numbers to get up. And the same thing with podcast formats. I know that we'll be on Spotify. We're working on Apple. And if you can go and, follow us on there.
Like us, review us.
Reviewing is great if you can on Apple Podcasts.
Oh, 5-star reviews only though.
Yeah, no, we don't want any less ones.
Yeah.
But we will talk about some of the DFW area, but we will also talk about some national stuff sometimes. So our so our people don't necessarily have to be from DFW to listen.
Oh, that's absolutely true. But we're here for you guys. We want to help you. That is one of my missions now that I have done this for 30 years in every aspect of the real estate business. I really do want to make your life and your careers better. So that's why I'm here.
And he genuinely does. I will say that. He really does enjoy helping other agents.
I really do. Yeah, I do.
He's a good egg.
Yeah.
So, well, with that, I think that we've basically summed up what our new show is going to be about.
Okay. Well,
So-
then let's say, hey, this is Tiff and Dale Rescue Realtors.
Yeah.
We're coming to help rescue you and get you through this shift and every other part of your career. And you sort of said where we're going, but say it again.
We are on YouTube. We still have our Facebook page. And we are getting an Instagram going. And we will be on Spotify and most platforms where you can get your podcasts.
You can find us somewhere.
You can find us somewhere.
Okay.
We'll put a list eventually on our page. If you can
Absolutely.
find us, so.
Maybe links too, right?
Yes, because link backs are important.
Yeah, whatever that means. All right, you guys, Tiff and Dale Rescue Realtors, we will see you next week.
Bye, guys.